Howdy, y'all. I'm coming at you with the 2-minute testimony challenge. I was challenged to do this by my hubby Bear. He just did one. So the idea of this is to give your testimony in 2 minutes or less and then challenge other people to do the same. So I was raised in a Christian household by believing parents, homeschooled until I went to college. So I was growing up in Sunday school and a lot of different ministries where I heard the gospel all the time. Pastor Gary was always really good about presenting the gospel and challenging his audience with making a decision. Good about presenting the urgency of the situation. And I just grew up praying that prayer like hundreds of times, probably even more than that. But just struggling with a sense of guilt my whole entire life. Like, yes, I believe, but I also have to be good enough. So I struggled with that guilt for as many years from the time that I was a kid until I was about 16 years old, when I finally just kind of reached a breaking point of, I can't go on like this anymore. I can't keep living in this cloud of guilt and shame of my own sin, and I have no relief from my own sin. And I opened to the book of Romans and I read Romans chapter 3, and in that moment of just totally being at the end of myself, God opened the eyes of my heart to understand what Jesus did for me personally, and that he paid for everything. There was nothing that I had to make up or contribute. It was all of him, and I just had to place my faith in that. And since that time, there was a peace in my heart that I had not ever experienced before, a joy that I had not ever experienced. Things in my life that I used to like no longer really interested me anymore. I didn't want to be involved with them anymore. But all I can say is God is good in and through every struggle and every sin. He's faithful and he is good. And so that's my story. I want to challenge Tiffany, Tara, Rosa Clements, and Hallie Reed. Get on it. I think that's what Sam said too.